entertain this frightening hypothetical for a moment, that it's November 2024 and Trump is declared the winner of the election. Nightmare scenario, I know. But what if Democrats in key states object to certifying his electors based on the 14th Amendment? It's a question two constitutional scholars tackled for more than a year, and then they spoke to the New York Times. These are conservative scholars, I should add, who are active members of the Federalist Society, the conservative legal group, and proponents of originalism, the method of interpretation that seeks to determine the Constitution's original meaning. One of those professors, William Bawdy, summarized their conclusions saying, quote, Donald Trump cannot be president, cannot run for president, cannot become president, cannot hold office unless 2/3 of Congress decides to grant him amnesty for his conduct on January 6th. This is based on a little-known provision of the 14th Amendment, which bars people who have engaged in an insurrection from holding government office. The intent was to prevent the president from allowing former leaders of the Confederacy to regain power within the U.S. government. Congress can remove the prohibition, the provision says, but only by a 2/3 vote in each house. Now, of course, these findings don't change the fact that Trump supporters are determined to elect him again. But they will help boost these lawsuits that could be filed, arguing that Trump is indeed ineligible to be president. Professor Michael Stokes Paulson, the second scholar, said, quote, there are many ways that this could become a lawsuit, presenting a vital constitutional issue that potentially the Supreme Court would want to hear and decide. Joining me now is Laurence Tribe, who has taught constitutional law at Harvard Law School for 5 decades. It's great to see you, Professor Tribe. I am officially obsessed with this scholarship by these Federalist Society judges, and I don't normally say that. But what's fascinating about it is that what they're saying is that it is unquestionably fair to say that Donald Trump, this is what they're saying, engaged in the January 6th insurrection through both his actions and his inaction. And therefore, they say that under the 14th Amendment's Article 3, he cannot be, even in some cases, added to the ballot to be president of the United States. And people can sue over that and make that claim. What do you make of their argument?
Well, I think that there's a great deal to be said for it. You don't have to be an originalist, somebody who thinks that the Constitution's meaning has to be excavated from the history and what people understood it meant at the time. In this case, it's simply the straight-up language. 14th Amendment, Section 3, says that anybody who takes an oath to uphold the Constitution and thereafter engages in or gives aid and comfort to an insurrection cannot hold any office under the United States, period. Now, back in, I think it was the spring of last year, Judge Michael Luttig, a distinguished conservative, and I both wrote that we thought those words meant exactly what they said. A lot of people...
What can be put into the Constitution can slip away from you very quickly. And the greatest example going on right now before our very eyes is Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which they're just disappearing with a magic wand, as if it doesn't exist, even though it could not be clearer what it's stating. And so, they want to kick it to Congress. So it's going to be up to us on January 6, 2025 to tell the rampaging Trump mobs that he's disqualified. And then we need bodyguards for everybody in Civil War conditions, all because the 9 justices, not all of them, but these justices who have...
The last post about a certain candidate being disqualified from office as an insurrectionist generated quite a bit of passionate debate, to put it nicely. So much so that certain platforms banned the video from promotion. So I think some context will help. Section 3 of the 14th Amendment was written and used almost exclusively to keep Confederate officers from taking office after the Civil War until the Amnesty Act, which allowed them to take office again and help the country heal. Some states are trying to use the 14th Amendment to keep a candidate off the ballot who I can't mention by name, because if I do, most social media algorithms will flag this video for scrutiny.
This is a mini split system, guys. They can heat. This has been a very popular question. What is the process for charging Trump with violating the 14th Amendment, Section 3 of the Constitution? There's been a lot of talk about Section 3, where if you've taken an oath to the Constitution and you've been a part of an insurrection or rebellion against the United States or given aid and comfort to its enemies, then you're no longer qualified to be able to hold a public position again. There's a lot of talk because we're not really sure exactly how it works. The question that we have to answer is which mechanism would get the 14th Amendment to apply to the situation. If we're going to invoke the 14th Amendment, so equal protection or citizenship rights, any of those things, we need to have a lawsuit involved. So we have to bring a question in front of the court. And that means one party needs to be the government that's done something wrong, and the other part needs to be the person who is accusing the government of doing something wrong, violating that 14th Amendment. Let me give you an example.
Hey, first off, I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekagwadash. I also want to give a double honors to the apostles and elder of Great Millstone who taught me this word, and the brothers who teach sincerely down. And I also want to give a salutation to the elect scattered across the four corners of the earth. And as you can see, what I was going into this, something I've been looking into, is like the 14th Amendment, Section 3. And let's read this right here. To deal with the problem of former Confederates holding positions of government power is third section, disqualified former government officials from holding office if they took an oath to support the Constitution but then betrayed it by engaging in insurrection. And pretty much what I think is going to happen is that Trump is going to win, then they're going to pull this, and this will cause a great civil war in America, and this might be the great card that they're gonna pull to bring in civil war, to bring in the National Guard, and civil war happening here in America, and that'll be the start of the chaos. As you've seen in one video, he said they'll have to bring police to safe everybody. It's gonna bring civil war. I think it's the second video that I played on here. So. And everybody's looking for a way out. Like Trump sending a video saying he can stop World War III. He must be out of his mind. Nothing can stop the Lord's work, because what people don't understand, this is all the Lord's doing. And the Lord is going to bring this place down called Babylon. All right, let me get this right here. This is Luke 12 and 51, I think. All right, this is Luke 12 and 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. That's for people who think that the Christianity church teaching that Lord has come to bring peace on earth. Well, this is what the Lord said, you know, because the Christianity is pretty much dead, and if you believe in that, you just brain dead, and you stupid, and you're gonna meet your destruction soon. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. It's a question mark. I tell you, nay. Nay means no, but rather division. And we all know what division means. It means to divide. For from whenceforth there shall be 5 in 1 house divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. That's pretty much the house has been divided. Houses fighting against each other. Everybody fighting against each other. People coming against each other. The father shall be divided against the son. The son's going to turn on his father. The father's going to turn on his son. And the son against the father. The mother against the daughter. and the daughter against.
Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on
Hold
earth.
up.
I tell you,
What's this?
nay, but rather division, for from henceforth there
stop
shall be
this?
5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3.
Okay, I don't know how I did that, but okay. Let's get back to where I was. 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. Lord making it simple among tables right there. There goes your love. There goes everybody. It says family, family, family. You gotta love your man. Fuck family, bro. I'm gonna do what the Lord said do. You know, I'm not gonna sit up and wait till the last minute and wait for everybody to turn their back on me, because the scriptures also say that they should turn you into the kings of the earth. That's what I'm expecting out of everybody. That's why I'm getting away from you people now. I don't give a damn about no family, friends, or none of that stuff, because the scriptures say what it say. You're all gonna be divided. We're all gonna fight against each other. So I'm gonna be with the Lord. You know, forget all that family, your son, your children. You gotta let all that stuff go, because none of that stuff matters. Plus, you worried about losing stuff on this part on earth. You don't get everything back if you do what the Lord say 20-fold. So none of it matters. See, because I lost my children, you know. So I've lost everything. I have nothing on this earth. I have nothing to claim. I don't like my job. I live in an apartment. I make payments on my car. What are you holding on to? People holding on to nothing. And they hold on to their children. All that stuff is gone, like the Lord said. You know? Let me find where I was. Divided against, and the daughter-in-law against the mother. And he said also to the people, when ye see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway ye say, there cometh a shower. And so it is. And when ye see the south winds blow, that's all I wanted to get right there. You know, and that's what this 14th Amendment Section 3 is going to do. It's going to divide this place. It's also another precept. I'm not going to pull it. I'm going to just quote it. But it says, how can Satan fight against Satan? Okay, and there's another precept where it says, any kingdom warring against itself won't stand. And that's the times that we coming into. So with that being said, brothers and a few elect women, this message is for the elect. Gear yourself up for what's coming, and get close with the Lord and build that relationship with the Lord, and get ready, because it's coming, because nothing can stop these prophecies. So with that being said, shalom.